Always interesting at this stage to see these friendly games, maybe a bit of experimentation. That's what we've got for you today. I'm Martin Tyler, along with Alan Smith, to call the action for you. Coming up now, Malmö, and they play PSG Saint-Germain. Well, the biggest man, the biggest personality, you might say the biggest ego is Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
2 important goals last time out, really good.
This is the lineup for the home side. Well, we've gone with a 4-3-3 formation here for them. Is that the way you see it, Alan?
Yeah, I mean, it can be adjusted. It could almost be a 4-5-1 if they decide to come over all defensive, this team. But if they're on the front foot, that 3 up front can cause the opposition back 4 some problems.
Paris Saint-Germain, this is their lineup. Thiago Silva plays alongside David Luiz in the heart of the defence. Blaise Matuidi starts with Thiago Motta in central midfield. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the lone striker today. Certainly when players come onto the market these days, Paris Saint-Germain is a very viable option for them with the ambition that the club have now.
Well, most definitely. They're a club that can pay the money. Not many would turn down a few years living in Paris, so that's in their favour as well.
Checking on the visuals for you, referee Hussein Al-Shamkali. Kick-off here is going to be Paris Saint-Germain to get the ball rolling. Thiago Silva. Thiago Motta. Here is Ibrahimovic. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Played into the middle. For sure, it's a goal kick. Interesting to see what footwear the teams are going to actually use today now that this rain is coming down. Might have to change what they originally started with.
Yeah, and I think sometimes with the lads wearing blades these days, you do see them slipping a bit more, and it might mean they have to change halfway through this match.
Magnus Ekram. Back to him again. Matuidi. And shoots! Off the post! Inspired right at the beginning here. Ibrahimovic.
Such a talented centre-forward, often frustrating, but no, not this time.
Well, we see it again, how close it was to maybe hitting the post and staying out. But luck was with him. In it goes, it counts.
Now, I think the goalkeeper thought he got his angles covered there, but he didn't look too pleased when it rebounded in.
Well, here's the goal again. And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. And that's a pass that's gone astray, out of play. Edinson Cavani. Now Motta. Change of possession here. Yotun. Thiago Motta. Matuidi. Now Motta. Real good contest between these two as they jostle for possession. David Luiz. Well, it didn't quite cause the problems that it looked as though it would, that cross. And now the defending team can play their way out of trouble. Rosenberg. Magnus Ekram. Well, they're in a good position here. And the cross coming in. Out in front of goal. It's a diagonal ball to switch the play here. Matuidi. Cavani. Ibrahimovic. Very good stop here. Super goal. Well played, Paris Saint-Germain, for their goal.
Well, the keeper quite rightly asking one or two questions of his defenders who didn't react as quickly as the goal scorer.
Well, they want to see this again, this goal. Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Adu. Matuidi. Trying to find Di Maria. Magnus Ekram. It's a bad pass. He's given it straight to the opposition. Well, this is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Edinson Cavani. And it'll go into the middle now. A decent fist away. He's a great volleyer, look at that. Splendid goal here. So that was the goal for Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, the keeper's a little disgusted with his defenders because they just haven't come to his aid there after a good save.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. One team really on their game today, the other very off colour. Adu. Rosenberg. Maxwell. David Luiz. Aurier. Return pass. Angel Di Maria, not panicking in possession here, keeping the ball, still looking for the chance. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here, and then just lost the concentration, lost the ball as well. Well, they've got to work hard to try and get it back. Well, he saw the guy could switch the play to, and came up with the pass as well, excellent. Here's Motta. Thiago Motta. Maxwell. David Luiz. Saw that pass coming in midfield, made the intervention, and now Maybe he can push the team forward with his work on the ball. And that will be delight for the defenders. There's no one on the end of the cross. Maxwell. Here's Motta. Thiago Motta. Very clearly offside. It's an easy decision.
Yeah, and it's not as if there was a scoring opportunity, really. So you can't explain it away by him being a bit overexcited.
The break, 3-0 the half-time score. How did you think Ibrahimovic went in that first half?
Looked really...
Sometimes it's hard for a team with so much of an advantage going into the second half to really focus on the second 45 minutes, but we'll see how this team does with such a strong position in the game. Adu. Magnus Ekra. And now he's looking for some support. Magnus Ekra. Shot up! Well, he lost his footing at the crucial moment.
It seemed that way. It's a slippery old surface down there, and you've got to get your feet sorted out properly.
Tweedy. Aurier. Hardly wasted the ball in this game. Angel Di Maria. Well, he's got support here. Shots on here. He's tried again, but still not added to his tally.
No, that strike, that connection wasn't quite as clean as the earlier one when he scored.
It is the goal-getting midfield player who's being substituted now.
Well, he has put in a lot of effort and maybe was just tiring towards the last 5 minutes here, so no wonder his manager's taken him off.
Neat pass. Here's the cross. Just a heavy touch, the opposition could take the ball away. They're looking to make the change now as quickly as possible, the home team. This will be a change, and it's Paris Saint-Germain who are making it. It's a real tussle between the two of them to try and get the ball. Fabulous clearance. Magnus Ekra. Goal kick now. Disappointing day for the midfield player who's been taken off now, and the crowd also venting their spleen at him. He's better than we've seen today. It's a very much a lacklustre performance by his standards.
Yeah, it has been. He'll be lucky to get a 4 in the morning newspapers, because far below the standards we expect of him.
Two players are warming up for the home team. We'll see who comes on. Now across, Angel Di Maria. And the goalkeeper, it's his ball. Aurier. It'll be another throw here. He's found it hard to get into the game, hasn't he, the player in the wide position, and he's going to pay a price for that. He's not going to finish the game.
Yeah, he didn't really get into it, did he? And part of that is due to the lack of service. A lot of their play went down the other flank, and he was a bystander.
Angel Di Maria. Now Motta. Adu. Substitute for Paris Saint-Germain. Got on the ball in midfield, well read by the player in that part of the pitch. Yotun. Substitution now for the home team. Adu. He gets it returned to him. Free kick given by the ref. I think we've got to pay credit to the fullback who's been marking the winger, because he's given him nothing, Alan, has he? And so it's no surprise that the wide man's being substituted here.
Yeah, he's got nice and tight, all matched the fullback, but when that happens, you've got to try and mix up your game, give him something different to think about, and he couldn't come up with the answer.
With a goal kick. Been good stuff from Paris Saint-Germain, and that's much appreciated by those who are backing them.
Well, they're going to need the fans in the coming years when they're spending money trying to compete with Europe's elite.
Thiago Motta. Maxwell. Well, they're building steadily here, working away. Well, this is how the game, many people believe, and the game drawing to a close. Angel Di Maria. Magnus Ekram. That could be a booking here. That's going to be a yellow card for this player.
We can't have any complaints.
Rash, Alan, reckless.
Well, he's gone to ground, and whenever that happens, you're going to get penalised. Poor challenge.